Before we start, I would want you to hit that red subscribe button to never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Enchant Films. Philip Calvin McGraw is an American television personality who is a self-styled mental health expert. He has a talent for discussing tough and stressful topics on his show. He has committed various acts of treachery throughout his career, endorsing fake dietary supplements and setting up guests to ridicule the public and others which are not a real doctor. Dr. Phil used to say, to every action there is always a consequence. Dr. Phil runs a show on mental health importance, but still chooses a very unethical way of doing so. He is a fake psychologist who ridicules his guests on camera for publicity. First of all, people need to realize that Dr. Phil is not a real doctor, although his name consists of this title and he has a PhD in psychology, but he lost his license to practice psychology long ago, back in 1988. He is not allowed to practice psychology in the state of California. Why he left his profession is a question which is still unknown, but it happened when he showed unprofessional behavior with a client.
$24,979.22, your total indebtedness. If I give you this...
Illegal engagement with client. There was a report where Dr. Phil was allegedly accused of having an inappropriate relationship with a client. The client accused him of being extremely unprofessional in that he kept her totally dependent on himself. Dr. Phil kept her close to him by offering her a job in his facility, which was against the law, as having a therapeutic relationship with a client which also happened to be his employee was considered improper. The Texas Board of Examiners psychologists investigated this matter and found the accusations valid, so they issued him a letter of misconduct. They also assigned him to a psychologist who monitored his practice, and they required him to take ethics classes. This may not have been accepted by him, so he left his practice as a legal psychologist.
Insane asylum. 7 a.m., 4 or 5 donuts while she's cooking breakfast. What did she have?
Exploits grieving people on his show. Dr. Phil believes on this show he doesn't practice real psychology, but instead his series' primary goal is to let people know that it's okay to treat problems and obtain help and deliver understandable information about the way to live one's life. But still, Dr. Phil's show exploits grieving people on his show who have serious mental health issues. One of his guests, Cade Mahafa, filed a lawsuit against him after she had a disastrous appearance on his show. Apparently the show mostly spent time laughing on her mental issues. She accused him of violently interrogating her and inviting the audience to laugh at her problems. She said that she had a serious mental breakdown backstage and no one came out to help her out, and she was later admitted to a mental health facility. Apart from Mahafa, there were several guests who came onto his show and were ridiculed by Dr. Phil, and they were later left to deal with their scars which the show gave them. Dr. Phil uses fame to gain trust of mentally ill people and later uses them to bring ratings to his show by making fun of them on camera.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea what you want to do long term?
Well, I want to be a nurse. And what about the anti-bullying?
Puts guests' lives on stake. Dr. Phil also claims to be treating patients with addiction problems, but in reality, when guests who happen to have addiction issues come onto his show, Dr. Phil literally played with their lives. His treatment of addiction is also very dreadful. One time a celebrity guest appeared on his show, namely Ted Herzog. He was also a winner of a hit reality game show, Survivor. When he appeared on his show to discuss his drinking problems, he literally carried to the stage as he was drunk and was having problems walking. Before you wonder why an allegedly trained psychologist did something so cruel as to put a person too drunk to steer on national television, first consider the horrendously evil and wrongful actions that led to the present situation. According to Herzog, he was set up. He claimed that his room contained a full vodka bottle, and later a staff member supposedly gave him a Xanax before he came on the stage. Can you believe it? Dr. Phil didn't care about the person's health. Something like this could have killed him too, but no. He was only interested in increasing views on his show. There was once a pregnant lady on his show who was dealing with heroin addiction. Dr. Phil didn't provide her with medical detox, and she was left to take care of herself. He didn't just put the life of the lady in danger, but also her unborn child's life in danger too. These allegations were declined by Dr. Phil, but they were backed up by many of his staff members.
Running are the ones that are going to do the best, and I want all of my people, all of my viewers, all the people that I'm...
Locked up his staff in room. When things were taking a nasty turn for Dr. Phil over the allegations of putting people's lives at risk just for some cheap laughs and increased rating for his show, he denied all the allegations, but some of his staff members came forward and told the media of the truth without revealing their identity. When Dr. Phil got to know about this, he locked all of his staff members in a room and screamed at them for hours for leaking the backstage shenanigans to the media. One of his staff members, Leah Rothman, came forward and told the media his identity and revealed to them that his prime focus of Dr. Phil's show is not about helping people, but the show is rather done for the sake of rating, which ultimately results in more money. He also said that Dr. Phil embarrassed people in their darkest time and left the staff to pick them up after their emotional breakdown. He also sold a fake weight loss supplement on his show, and thus the outcome of a class action lawsuit and federal investigation. He hurts, exploits people, and a serious action needs to be taken against him.
Everything I just said to you, forget it. She now told me you have a family history of heart disease.
This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.